Yeah. Yep. All right, guys, welcome to the broadcast. We're here a few minutes before the game, just trying to get things set up. We're going to have a pitcher-catcher set up here, so you'll get the side view. Dead on, right in the middle view is super hot, and then we didn't want our equipment to fry, so we're going to be over here in the shade to bring you guys both games of the doubleheader between the Cave Girls and the Centennial Hawks. So when that comes around, we'll be here. Stick around.
30 seconds.
All right, sounds good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cave Girls Softball. Welcome to Cave Girl Park, where tonight you're
5, 4,
Carlsbad Cavegirls. Welcome the Centennial Lady Hawks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Cave Girl field, the Cave Girls softball field, as the Cave Girls prepare to take on the reigning state champions, the Centennial Hawks, last year a powerhouse in the state of New Mexico, and the Cave Girls looking to put a stop to them today, hoping to pick up a couple of wins. Both teams rocking pinstripes tonight, and we're excited to see what this game has to hold for us. Again, a double feature, double header. You can watch both on our YouTube channel, All Sports Best, or you can listen right here on radio. It's going to be available for you all night long as well. We appreciate you guys for showing love and support to the Cave Girls and the Cavemen and all the local sports that we cover and that, have your support. You can always come on down and watch it live. We encourage that as well. More fans in the stands does create a great atmosphere for these girls, and there's not very big stands here as it is, so let's fill them up. Folks, we appreciate you, and we will be here as they're doing player introductions now. We will start this game, I would imagine, in about 7 minutes. Is what I would place the first pitch at. We'll be right back. Stick around.
You're off.
All right, Caden. So same thing. We'll just kind of do it to where after the first initial countdown, when we come back from commercials and stuff, I'll do the intro, and then we'll just kind of let it rock and roll until game one's over, and then I'll probably take the break and let you know, and then we'll go from there.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Carlsbad Cavegirls.
All right. So for those of you
Number 16, Amara.
Watching on stream, we're going to get through the player intros and give you some of the girls that we've got here on the roster here. We've got number 1, Brooklyn Cook. Number 2, Katrina Ortega. Number 3, Maricela Reyes. Number 5, Adeline Smith. Number 6, Michaela Chester. Number 7, Addison Vallejos. Number 9, Allison Madrid. Number 10, Dacia Nieto. Number 12, Gracie Meacham. Number 13, Alexis Nieto. Number 14, Kendra Ortega. 15, Serenity Medrano. 16, Amiris Martinez. 17, Emery Bland. And 18, Anaya Retner. Head coach Brian Sanso. And assistant coaches Jaylee Bolaños, Bree Landini, and Monica Madrid. So player introductions going on now. Brand new video board, first debut game for the video board, and of course first home series for the Cave Girls varsity. We have had some JV, we've had some C team, but this is the first varsity that we have had out here today. is the day. So we're excited about that. In the circle, it looks like it's going to be Katrina Ortega, caught by Kendra Ortega, her sister. And that's a cool, really special duo there. And they are still young, a junior and a senior. We're going to be back here, folks, in just a moment. National anthem. All right, guys. We've got some questionable music going on right in the stands, or in the speakers. But here, we're going to get things started here. Katrina Ortega in the circle here for the Cave Girls tonight. Excited about what's to come for the Cave Girls this season coming in. Hoping to have a strong season, a strong team. And they're going to really be tested here early against the Centennial Hawks. Again, the reigning state champs. They're not coming in here, to try and split. They're coming in here to try and win. Cave Girls, the same thing. Here comes the first pitch from Katrina Ortega. This first pitch is high and outside for ball one. So the first batter for Centennial is Jade Morelos. So here comes the second pitch. This one, a nice changeup that's just a bit low. Going to make it a 2-0 count. So hitters count here early in this game. It's a number 6 leadoff batter, Jade Morelos. The windup and the pitch. This one a fastball. This one over the plate. No. Yes. So it's a 2-1 count. Katrina Ortega was a large part of this team's pitching staff last year. So coming in here as a junior with good experience is nice. Here's ball 3. High and out of the zone. Cave Girls rocking the black uniforms with blue pinstripes. Pretty good look. I think it's a hot look on a hot day, so that might be the tougher part about it. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. It's going to make it a full count. So here in with the first batter faced, a full count, worked it to the 6th pitch. Here comes pitch from Ortega. This one a fastball, swing and a miss for strike 3. So Katrina Ortega going to pick up that first out with a K. Now up to bat, number 14, Valentina Sanchez, the first baseman. Ortega with the windup, the pitch. This one, breaking pitch, stayed up in the zone, or stayed up out of the zone for ball 1. Ortega getting her signs. Catcher is Kendra Ortega, her sister. This is a swing and a miss for strike 1, a 1-1 count. So a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. This one a changeup. That one stays high out of the zone for ball 2. 2-1 count. So for the Cave Girls today, Brooklyn Cook's in center field. Daisha Nieto is in right field. Katrina Ortega pitching. Here comes a pitch from Ortega. Fastball high. Good velo on the pitch there. Makes it a 2-2 count. Michaela Chester at third base. Ali Madrid in left field. Anaya Retner at first base. Madi Reyes at second base. Emery Bland, shortstop. And Kendra Ortega behind the plate. Here comes the pitch. A fastball hard. Just misses for ball 3. Makes it a full count. So this is the second full count of the game and as many batters. Here's a base hit up the middle for Valentina Sanchez.
Brings up number 2.
Now up
Lopez.
number 2, Jada Lopez, the opposing team's pitcher. So Centennial, you know they come in with some good experience winning the state championship, but there are some girls on this team that have had experience deep in the playoffs as well.
Also, Centennial's 7-1 on the season. They've already won 7 games. They lost to Mayfield, I guess, in the championship of the Las Cruces.
Oh, wow.
tournament.
So they're starting off hot as well.
Yeah.
Here comes the pitch. This one stayed down, bounced off the turf for ball 2. I'm sorry, for ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 out. Runner at first base. 0-0 ball game. Ortega, fastball. This one's hit right up the middle. It's caught on a line. She's going to throw it over to first base. Doubled
Nice.
her up. Nice
Brooklyn
double
Cook.
play there by Brooklyn Cook. And Brooklyn Cook listed as a freshman, so not a bad way to start off your freshman campaign, huh?
Well, last year she
At
played
home.
quite a bit as an 8th grader. So
That's pretty
yeah,
awesome.
She's solid.
She's coming in here and she means business. So after the top of the first inning, Cave Girls able to get out of that one with just 1 hit allowed. Katrina Ortega coming in, and it looks like she's really getting loose and excited about this home debut, Ruben.
Well, you mentioned it a little bit earlier. It's crazy how warm it is, and them wearing the black unis.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a late evening game, or if it's maybe about 10 degrees cooler, because it's pretty warm right now.
Absolutely. So it's nice in the shade, and there's a decent amount of shade because of the press box for the fans, but I think there definitely is some, left to be desired here. I would love to see them renovate where the fans are able to be, just because there's not enough room, typically. There's enough room because a lot of people know there's not enough room, so they don't come. And I think if there was a lot more stands, it's like, hey, let's fill those up. That's the way I see it. But guys, we're going to take a break on radio and be right back.
Now, I think that they need to do it kind of like they do at the college level, where they put bleachers even above the dugout and do it around. But they'd have to take everything out of here and start over pretty much, because it's just really odd the way it was set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like pieced together.
Well, and I think it was kind of set up to really cater to fans going to the outfield, I guess, because even now it's still chain link, which is a blessing, because at the baseball field, there would be nobody being able to come and watch. There's people that go and set up their chairs in the outfield. There's a good amount of stands in the outfield.
Yeah,
but you don't get the excitement of the video board and all of that stuff. So leading off for the Cave Girls now is Brooklyn Cook. So she's going to play a big role in this game all around. Here comes the first pitch. This one's down for ball 1.
I think Brooklyn's part of that team that went to Waco a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Remember, and they did really well.
Here comes the pitch. This one swung on and grounded over to first base for out number 1.
Gonna bring up number 10, Nieto.
So now up to bat, Dacia Nieto. Nieto is listed as a sophomore, so a pretty young team here. Looking here, there's a few seniors on this team, but a lot of the underclassmen are going to be in this lineup here today. One of the seniors that was a big part of last year's team was Michaela Chester.
Yeah.
She'll be in the lineup today, but according to this, that's it.
A nice
Here's
hit
a hard
left
hit
field.
ball.
That might be over the fence.
A
And
bomb.
it is. She got a solid hit on that one and just took it barely fair, probably 10 feet from hitting the foul pole and went right over the left field fence. So yeah, that's a good spot for the 2-hole batter.
Dacia Nieto laying the boom down here early, putting a run on the board in the first inning with 1 out. So solid start for the Cave Girls, all thanks to that bat.
That's a Bryce Harper type bat in the 2-hole, huh?
I guess so. Yeah, it looked good.
So that's going to bring up Katrina Ortega, the pitcher.
Brings up number 2, Katrina Ortega.
So Ortega has been, I seen some stuff on social media. She has been playing quite a bit during the off season, trying to stay sharp. Her sister Kendra played basketball, so she was involved in that throughout the throughout the basketball season. But I think Katrina's really been setting her focus here in softball, and I think we'll see that kind of pay off this year, as we've seen in past years. Here's a hard line drive to first base, crushed, and it went off the glove of the first baseman, but they were still able to recover and get it over to her for out number 2. But I mean, nothing to be upset about there if you are Ortega. I mean, she absolutely put a hurt on that ball.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up Michaela Chester, the third baseman, who, like you said, has plenty of Cave Girl varsity experience.
Here's the pitch. This one over the zone for ball 1.
So this is something you don't see every day. A really tall left-handed catcher for Centennial.
Right. So pitching for Centennial, Jada Lopez, number 2. Here's a swing and a foul ball back for Chester.
Yeah, you had mentioned something about pinstripe, but I don't think they're pinstripe. Do you see it, or is
100%
it the same
there's
color?
pinstripes on their
It's the
uniform.
same color as the thing, because it's kind of not.
Yeah,
visible.
they're blue.
Is it blue, or is it the same color as the pants? Okay, we'll say blue then.
All right, 1-1 count. You guys have to forgive Ruben's sight here. His vision. Here comes the pitch. This one hard hit down the line. It's going to be foul. But another crushed line drive.
Yeah, she put a hurt on that ball.
The first inning, foul balls and line drives that we've seen, if it's an indication, the Cave Girls are going to have some hard hit balls throughout this series. Michaela Chester with a 1-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes the pitch. This one high out of the zone. Makes it a 2-2 count. It's a 1-0 ball game. Cave Girls struck first here in the bottom of the first inning with Dacia Nieto hitting a hard bomb to left field. There was no win needed.
No, that was a line drive for sure.
And here's a foul ball back. Kind of a check swing there from Chester. Just caught the barrel and goes back. It's going to keep the count at 2-2.
Yeah, to me, I think the best thing about that home run was that it was a line drive. So even if it doesn't go over the fence, it's a solid shot that it's not really that easy to catch. You know what I mean? It's out there in a hurry.
So here's the pitch. This one, fastball, and it is popped over to right field, opposite field for Chester, and it is caught for out number 3.
And that's a tough play on the right fielder because they're looking directly into the sun. Even with shades on, you've got to be really focused.
Yeah, and at 5 o'clock, it's typically fairly high, but about 5:45, 6 o'clock. You're
yeah.
looking at direct, just blazing sun in your eyes. Guys, we're going to take a break and be right back. All right. So, I mean, what we saw on that play, just kind of a quick recap for those of you watching at home, is a very hard hit ball by Nieto. I mean, I was looking down to try and get some information off the sheet, and I never saw the ball. I mean, it just traveled out of here quickly, and you hear the bat, and you look up, and it was gone. So that was pretty impressive. Also, Katrina Ortega absolutely hit a rocket over to first base as well, and about lost a hand over there too. So
and the foul ball by Michaela Chester was like a rocket too.
It
So
was.
yeah, if they hit the ball solid like that, they're going to find holes.
Exactly. Sure. Absolutely. So Katrina Ortega took care of business in the first inning. She's going to look to do the same thing, but she's got to deal with still some of the heart of this lineup for Centennial, and you can imagine they're going to be pretty deep. Again, the reigning champions, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, I think they went undefeated all year long last year. And I'll have to look that up but I thought I had heard that, so I'll fact check it. And if you guys are watching back home, you can let me know as well. Here comes a pitch from Ortega to start things off. This one's a fastball over the plate for strike one.
Yeah, I feel like they just reload like the Cave Girls have done in the past. And
Yes.
they're starting to do it again, but it's a I don't know, it's a dynasty that they're building over there at Centennial.
Here's a changeup that falls short. Makes it a 1-1 count. Yeah, Ruben, I'm looking through the Max Preps roster for the Cave Girls. One senior, it's Michaela Chester.
Yeah.
Everybody else is freshman through junior. Decent amount of freshmen, too. Here's the pitch for Ortega. Changeup. This one's going to be grounded into the gap between shortstop and third base for a base hit. So it's going to get through. So for the Cave Girls, the double play is in order. Good smells up in the air right now, Ruben.
Yeah. It smells like what, hot dogs? Is that mostly what you smell?
I don't know. I think I smell like jalapenos and
nachos and cheese and
hamburgers. And what do we got?
Oh,
Hamburgers, jalapenos.
Hamburgers and jalapenos.
That's a good combination.
That's solid. Here's a fastball. High, swung and missed. 0-1 count here. Again, double plays in order for the Cave Girls. Playing on the all-turf softball field, blue infield. Fastball. Good pitch there from Ortega. This one gets into the zone for strike two. 0-2 count. Ortega's got some good zip on the fastball. Solid weapon. And Ruben, I'm pretty sure they had made it a rule that all pitchers have to wear a face mask probably 10 years ago. Here's a pitch, and it's going to be out of the zone for ball one, but a stolen base for Centennial. So right there, Addie Mochia took off her second base, and she got there. Ortega getting her signs, checking her wristband. Here's a changeup. Nice pitch. Really changing speeds right there.
Yeah.
Got her off balance, and it's going to be out number one on a swinging strike three.
Brings up number 4, Kiana Garcia.
Yeah, like you were talking about the face mask. I think that's a good idea. Some people maybe are stubborn that, hey, they don't want to wear something like that. But, man, I think for the safety of the player, that's a necessary thing.
Absolutely.
I even think for the third and first baseman, it should be optional, but it also is.
I'm sure it is optional.
Because you sometimes for a bunt, when they square the bunt, they get 10 feet away from the batter.
Yeah.
They're right there almost touching the bat.
1-0 count here against Kayana Garcia for Centennial. And Ortega puts one right in the zone, makes it a 1-1 count. So runner in scoring position over at second base. That runner is Mochia.
Is it Mocha? Is it Mocha or Moccia?
All right, so here's a pitch out of the zone. 2-1 count. 1 out. Kayana Garcia at the plate. She's got an opportunity to put the Hawks on the board. Ortega wants to stop her from doing that.
And there's a nice
Ortega
play.
gets her thrown out at third base.
Nice.
So good plays by both Ortegas. So Katrina threw a nice breaking pitch to get the swing and miss, and then Kendra snagged it up and threw it over to third base to get the runner, who saw the ball down and thought that it was an opportunity for her to run. It was not. Good play there by the Ortega sisters. Here's a hard hit ball up the middle for a base hit. So couldn't have been better timing to throw the runner out at third base.
Oh, for sure. Definitely would have been an RBI right there.
Brings up number 8, Brooklyn Miller.
All right, so a base hit there from Kayana Garcia brings up Brooke Malam. And you wonder if this is any relation. You'd imagine it's probably relation to Monster Malam over at LSU, because he also played for Centennial. So pretty good chance.
What grade is she in? I bet she's young.
Let me check on that. She is a junior.
Oh, okay.
1-0 count. Hard fastball fouled away and into the parking lot. Likely some headlights.
Probably a hit and run on that one. 'Cause she
Probably.
was running on the swing.
1-1 count, 2 outs. Runner over at first base. Centennial trying to get something going here with 2 outs. They had a golden opportunity to score a run, but tried to steal third base, and Ortega took care of it. Fastball high for a ball. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count, 2 outs.
I really like the New Balance. They're pretty sweet.
2-1 count, 2 outs. Katrina Ortega, fastball.
Nice pitch.
This one
Ooh. What
must
was
have
that?
just
Little bit
missed the
high?
zone.
Little
Makes
inside,
it a
little high?
3-1 count. I think you have a better view of the pitches than I do.
Yeah. Well, I do, even if I'm sitting over there.
All right, here comes Ortega, the pitch. Fastball. This one's popped into right field. It's going to be some trouble over in right field, but she makes the play anyway, wearing the shades, got the eye black and the visor. So with all of that, it works out for the Cave Girls for out number 3.
That's going to be Deja Nieto on the catch.
So 1-0 Cave Girls lead, and a good piece of pitching there for Katrina Ortega. We're going to be right back, folks. Stick around. So good solid display of defense there for the Cave Girls. You know, there was a couple of base hits. They were still able to get out of it. And I mean, that's what it takes to really go deep in the state playoffs. Cave Girls know what that's like. The Hawks know what that's like as well. So this is a solid matchup, and it comes down to, you know, who's going to outperform the other one. It really comes to, I mean, typically mistakes aren't as much of a factor in games like this. It's more of a, you know, who's going to attack more offensively.
Yeah. So this pitcher that they have is, what grade is she in? Pitcher number 2.
Let me check on Lopez. Lopez is a freshman.
Oh, dang.
So she is making an impact here early on in her career.
Okay, first batter is going to be number 9, Allie Madrid. Who was a starter last year in right field. Now she's in left field.
Here's a hard hit ball. No, ground ball over to right, or to second base. And it is going to be out number 1 on just one pitch. Now up to bat for the Cave Girls.
Anya Retner.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask on that. Anya? Okay. Anya Retner at the plate. 1-0 count. with 1 out. Here's a fastball. This one is going to get fouled out to the parking lot. So the Cave Girls trying to get some offense going here in the second. Their second chance at the plate. Here is a strike for Retner. It is a 1-2 count. 1 out. So a little bit of cheering going on from Centennial. Here's a hard hit single into left field for Retner. Good piece of hitting there as well. Got her hands out front. Caught the barrel well, and that is going to be a nice base hit.
Brings up number 3.
So umpire asking Madi Reyes to take out the fin in the back pocket. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to be in for strike 1. So Reyes listed as a sophomore. And I can imagine the reason that the fin had to be taken out. Here's a fastball. This one out of the zone for ball 1. But I'd imagine the reason you take the fin out of the back pocket is just it's more area to get hit by pitch maybe. So it's like, hey, we don't want any unfair advantages. That's my only guess.
What is the fin?
And here's a ground ball over to second base. Nice play by the second baseman, but she flips it a little too hard out of her glove. Tried to make the play a little extra special. Could have
almost like a glove play, huh? Like
right.
Throw it with the glove.
Didn't touch her throwing hand at all. She just let go of it with her glove, and that's going to be an error. That's going to go down as an E5. I'm sorry, E4.
Yeah, and I feel like she had
Centennial.
plenty of time
to
at least make that play, but maybe she's thinking of the double play, so that's why she was hurrying. But yeah, you got to secure that first out for sure.
Absolutely, and that can really bite you here with 1 out. Now runners on first and second. Now to bat Emery Bland. First pitch ball. So that's going to go down as a fielder's choice for Reyes. And it works out for the Cave Girls. Here comes the pitch. This one skips off the ground. Aggressive jump there from Retner, but decides to hold up there. Bland at the plate playing shortstop for the Cave Girls. On deck is Kendra Ortega, the catcher. Changeup, nice changeup. Came out of the hand. Looked like it just shaved off velocity from the get-go. Oh, just an error, sorry.
Yeah. Nice pitch on the inside corner.
So it's going to be a 3-1 count here.
I wonder if they call this bat the bomb pop.
It's got to be, right? Red, white, and blue bat does resemble a popsicle. The iconic bomb pop.
Which sounds really good that they'd probably sell a lot of right here.
Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing. So it's fouled off and out of play. It's probably the most popular place for a ball to go today so far is behind the visitors' dugout into the parking lot. Here's a fastball. This one's fouled off of her ankle. Hopefully she's okay. She doesn't even look like she reacted, so I'm assuming it might have just hit her shoe. Because those can hurt.
Oh, for
you
sure.
know, if that catches you a little differently. So, full count here with 1 out. Runners on first and second. This one, a ground ball over to third base. Going to say foul ball.
Ooh, that was close. I mean,
that could have been a double play, but with it being a foul ball, it's going to be second life for the Cave Girls. That would have been inning ending. She fielded this one just on the left side of the foul line.
Where I'm sitting, you can't tell, but it looked like a fair ball from here. You know what I mean? But yeah, it must have just been off the line. Because that would have been an easy double play, and it was, except it was foul.
Cave Girls hoping she takes advantage, and she kind of does. This one is going to be deep into right center field, and it's going to get past the center fielder. So that's going to bring in a run. Both runners had to be a little bit cautious on that deep fly ball because had it been caught, they would have needed to get back in time. So they decided to hold up a bit, but that does score a run regardless. Now runners at second and third with one out.
Well, they actually Reyes was pretty lucky because she was almost touching second
She was
when he hit off her
close.
glove, and the other one was kind of holding up, but she would have probably got out. That's going to be a no man's land.
Here's a nice base hit there for Ortega. That's going to bring in one run. They're going to send home a second run, and that's going to make it 3 runs in this inning. Kendra Ortega coming up big. Nice single there by Ortega, and she's going to grab an extra bag on the throw.
So what would you say? That's like hitting a 3-point shot, 2 RBIs in a big
You
game?
could say that.
Because that's her other sport, 2-sport athlete.
All right, so it is a 3-run second inning for the Cave Girls. It's going to bring it to 4-0. The lone run in the first inning came from Daisha Nieto, a blast. Now Cave Girls still in scoring position. First pitch, pop fly into left center field. This one is going to make center fielder range to her left, and she's going to get there for the catch. That's going to be fly ball out number 2. So Ortega still over at second base, and Nieto, an opportunity here to bring in another run, try and snag another RBI on the stat sheet. Here comes the windup and the pitch. This one a fastball in the zone for strike 1. Nieto definitely showed that pop first inning, so Centennial has to be aware of that, obviously. Here's a fastball. Just missed the zone.
Must have been a little low because it looked like it was in the zone, but and it's kind of weird, not weird, but kind of different when the umpire waits a long time to make your call. So you're kind of waiting on the call.
1-1 count.
That's a good pitch.
An off-speed pitch there down the middle. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Ortega at second base. Nieto at the plate. Oh, and Nieto saw the changeup up and decided to just stick the bat out there to foul it off.
I think she was kind of trying to hold it off, but her swing was already kind of in motion. So she kind of...
Her hands weren't listening?
No, she couldn't. I don't think she could get out of the way.
1-2 count, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. This one, fastball high, fouled back, out of play. It's going to remain a 1-2 count. So she's battling with 2 strikes. Her second foul ball with 2 strikes.
She's looking for that second RBI.
All right, so the windup, the pitch. Fastball low and inside for ball 2. Kendra Ortega trying to bait the catcher into throwing something wild over to second base.
And I'm surprised they didn't get a runner. Isn't it the same rule as baseball? Where you can
I think
get a
it
runner
is.
for you? Yeah.
But I think she's fast, so they might just say, hey, stay out there. Change up. Just misses the zone.
A little bit inside. The Centennial fans wanted that strike, and obviously you want that get out of the inning, but it did look like it was a little bit inside. But it was a nice pitch.
Nieto works up to a full count. Here's a fastball. This one's going to be low for ball 4. Great at bat by Nieto. I mean, worked her way from a 1-2 count, fouled it off a couple of times, and then really forced the Centennial pitcher to make some good pitches, and she watched it all the way through. So Nieto reaches base on a walk, and Katrina Ortega now at the plate. Hard hit ground ball over to shortstop. They're going to field it, throw it over to third base for out number 3. So after 2 complete innings, 4-0, Cave Girls lead. We're going to be right back. All right, Ruben. So that was a 6-5 third out in the inning. The only player that did not bat in that inning was Michaela Chester.
Huh.
So for Centennial, we've got the last three in the order: Aubrey Duncan, Katie Howard, and Leah Miranda. And you can, so refresh my memory, Ruben. There's 10 hitters in this lineup.
No,
There's a flex. So help me out here.
the flex means she's not hitting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so the flex is not. She's just playing what, right field?
Yes.
I think it's not right
Okay,
field.
so in that case,
the
it's going to be
and for some reason in softball they call it the designated player
Okay.
instead of designated hitter, which isn't male or female. That's why I don't understand why it's not the same in both. But what I was going to tell you was it's weird watching the backup catcher catching without gear on. She had just her glove on like a coach. You know what I mean? And to me, that's unusual because I feel like to protect them, you've got to have something.
Right. Feel like it could be a liability, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. She's got to sign a waiver before she goes out there to warm up the pitcher.
All right, so Aubrey Duncan up at the plate, the catcher coming in, left-handed batter for the Hawks. Fastball low and away for ball one.
Yeah, in Max Preps, they have her listed as a utility player. It's kind of unusual.
Here's a fastball in the zone for strike one, a 1-1 count. So Aubrey Duncan followed by Katie Howard. Then it brings up the top of the lineup with Jade Morelos. Ortega checking her signs. For the Cave Girls, they're using a number system. Here's the ground ball over to third base. Chester fields it, throws it over to first base for out number one. Chester looking to play college softball. And based off of how she played last year and the campaign she's putting together this year, I think she'd be a great addition to a college roster.
Yeah.
So good play there. First pitch high, way high. Ball one.
Coming a little salty right there.
Katie Howard, the designated player, up to bat for the Hawks. Ortega with the windup, the pitch, a fastball. A little bit low and inside for ball two. Ortega gets her sign. The pitch, change up. This one's popped up into foul territory. It is caught for out number two. Good job there by Retner. Got under it. Got out number two.
That's a little different, throwing it around the order when the first baseman catches the foul ball, throws it to the catcher. Third base, shortstop, second base, first base.
Yeah,
so interesting. And usually the first baseman, they don't even give it to him. And you know where that one came in? I don't know if we talked about it last year, but they said Lou Gehrig, when he was sick, remember when he was going through his thing with the Yankees, that he was playing first base. And so they started doing that thing where they throw it around, but they wouldn't throw it to first base.
Oh.
And that's how it stuck. So that's kind of interesting.
Interesting. All right, so the first pitch is fastball for a strike. Second pitch, way high and out of the zone, but swung on and missed for strike two.
I feel like Ortega lot of times
got some help.
I feel like a lot of times with the slappers, they're going for it no matter what. You know what I mean? So they're just trying to see wherever they can catch it as they go to first. So that was one of those because that was way out of the zone.
0-2 count. Ortega. Fastball. This one's hit over to shortstop. Fielded, thrown. Wild throw. That's going to be to the backstop. Ortega gets it. She's going to throw her out at second base.
Nice play.
I think she's sending a pretty solid message. You don't run on Ortega.
Oh yeah, that was solid. I feel like she got there late, but man, that arm just threw it like a bullet to second base. That was nice.
So right there was going to be, I mean, it was an E6, but it worked out as Ortega gunned down the runner. So Morelos is retired, and the Cave Girls are going to head on in to try and get the sticks going yet again. We'll be right back. Stick around. All right, Ruben. So pretty nice day for softball, especially in the shade. That's for sure. You've got shade. Do you have shade?
I have some shade, yeah.
Your elbows getting fried
You're
a little
throwing
bit.
some shade, but yeah, no, I've been in the shade. I'm good. Yeah, it's pretty warm in the sun for sure. So it's one of those things where, yeah, if you're sitting in the shade, the sun, like these players, it can get pretty warm out there, especially on the turf. You've played in turf before, and it's tough.
Yeah, I am. But you do miss, you come to miss those days. It might be hot. Your feet might be on fire from the turf, but there's nothing like getting out there and playing. So,
yeah,
these kids definitely, maybe they don't know how lucky they are, but they definitely will feel it at some point. Kayla Chester at the plate for the Cave Girls, the lone senior on the squad, going to lead things off in the third inning, bottom of the third inning. The windup, the pitch, this one is popped up to shortstop. It is caught on one pitch, one out. And Ruben, not being able to eat meat today is tough with that smell just flirting with you.
For sure. Yeah, there's a guy I guess they're cooking him right behind the dugout, is my guess. But he comes to check on the game, and he's wearing a black shirt, and you could just tell he's burning up. So he's in the sun, and he's got the grill in front of him.
No, I think they have a canopy for him.
Oh, okay.
Which might actually hold the heat in more.
It might be worse. No, but you could just tell it's got to be. Just being by the grill when it's this warm is pretty nice.
Ali Madrid at the plate. Here's a fastball. This one's fouled back into the parking lot yet again. And that used to be something that you really look forward to as a kid, just seeing a foul ball going and running after it.
Yeah, they used to give you like bubble gum or something. Now I think kids won't do it unless it's like a snow cone or something more valuable. I think the players have to get them now.
Here's a hard hit ground ball over to shortstop. This one's fielded and thrown over to first base for out number 2. So 2 plays from the shortstop for the first 2 outs. So Anya Retner at the plate. She's 1 for 1 so far, a single in the second inning, and she scored. So she's got a hit and a run. Here's a foul straight back for Retner. The windup, the pitch. This one's popped straight up. It's going to be pitcher calling it, and she catches it, takes care of it on her own.
See,
for out number 3.
I feel like softball is different than baseball, because in baseball, on something like that, they don't want the pitcher to go get it. Isn't that kind of the thing?
At the college level and so forth, they don't, because that's not something they practice a lot of. But in high school, it's typically your best pitch player. So I think softball and baseball, high school maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, in college softball, that's also your best player. So they can do whatever in softball.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But in baseball, in baseball they don't trust pitchers to do anything but
the pitcher
throw pitches
and point.
Yeah.
They point like, hey, there's a pop up. It's coming right to me, but one of you guys get it, first or third, whoever wants to get it.
I'm gonna get out of the way, guys. We're gonna be back here in just a moment. Stick around. All right, so for those of you watching back home, I'll do what Ruben suggested this. Ruben, we made a limited edition caveman hat. Only 25 printed, only 25 will be made. And so I'll put it on the video so you guys can see it. But these are that we're calling them the breakthrough edition. Okay. Caveman breaking through the, ground breakthrough. So pretty cool because again, 25 printed won't be, this is the only time we'll get them printed in this style. If we do it again, it'll be different. And so far, I think we've sold 17 of them, 18 of them.
Oh,
So
dang.
there's only a few left. So if you're interested, you can reserve them by messaging, but no guarantees at this point. Here comes the first pitch of the inning for Ortega. This one's fastball high.
Hey, you'll sell
Ball
all
one.
but the last two, and then the last two will be auctioned off. The silent auction. Okay, so this is number 14,
Yes, number 14.
Valentina Sanchez.
Valentina Sanchez is the 2-hole batter for Centennial. In the first inning, she did get a solid line drive up the middle for a hit. So she is 1 for 1.
And she's a freshman also.
So 2-0 count here. Ortega trying to work her way back in the count. And this one, an off-speed pitch out of the zone. It's going to make it a 3-0 count.
Come get her.
So we'll see what Sanchez is looking to do here, if it's a red light or if she gets the green. Here comes the pitch from Ortega. This one, a fastball high for ball 4. So 4 straight pitches and 4 straight balls for the first batter of this inning. It's going to give Centennial a base runner. Jada Lopez now at the plate. She lined out to center field, and it resulted in a double play in the first inning. Here's a fastball off the plate for ball 1. Ortega trying to find the strike zone here. So Lopez again trying to get something started for Centennial. Ortega, fastball. And Kendra going to throw it over to first base, really trusting her first baseman there because
Oh, yeah.
sun is boiling the eyes over there.
And without any kind of eye protection.
Right.
Or eye.
And I wonder, I wish I could see a study. Maybe we can do some research before the next set of games, but here's a changeup. This one's a ground ball over to Chester. Chester fields it, second base. And it's not in time for a double play, but a great play by Chester. I mean, just all in stride, made the play, threw it over to second base, and runner was really hustling down the line, but good play and making sure to get that lead runner.
So brings up number 1, Addie Mocha.
So Addie Mocha had a single through the over to left field, got between shortstop and third base in the second inning. And she ended up getting thrown out at third base for out number 2 in the second inning as well. Here's a pitch from Ortega high for ball 2. Centennial trying to look to get Ortega to throw down there, but that hasn't been a good strategy so far. 2-1 count. The wind up, the pitch. Good change up. 2-1. 2-1 count, 1 out. Ortega rocking shades behind the face mask. It is bright out here. That one, a fastball low and inside for ball 3. The windup and the pitch. This one's hard hit into left field. It could get out of here, and it doesn't. It just comes up short, and so Cave Girls luck out there because that only advances the runner 1 base.
Yeah, that's a long single right there.
Mm-hmm. So, and typically, Ruben, I mean, rule of thumb is you try to get pretty much as close, especially in this park, and the way that was hit, you want to get as close to second base as you can, knowing that if she catches it, you can get back. But she was basically back, maybe a third of the way to the base, so she had no chance to get an extra bag. Here's a hard hit ball up the middle, line drive. They're going to challenge it, getting home, but that one the throw is not going to be on time or on line.
Yeah, I think Ortega saw that the ball was offline, so she went out and got it in case one of the other runners was rounding a bag and maybe could get her going back. But yeah, if the throw would have been online, they would have probably had a good chance of getting her. That's going to play Centennial's first run of the inning and a big ball game.
So a good single there for Centennial. This one kind of slips. It looks like it got way out of the zone. 1-0 count here to Kayana Garcia. Here's the pitch. This one, a fastball high, swung on and missed. 1-1 count, 1 out. Cave Girls are looking for a double play ball here somewhere.
Yeah, because that's what, 3 hits in a row?
It is. Change up. This one, another hard hit down the line. This one's going to score a run. So Centennial getting a bit of a rally going here. 4 hits in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a walk and then 4 hits in a row?
Up till this point, there had only been 2 hits in the game, and they've had 4 back-to-back-to-back. So, to back. Runners at first and second. It is a 4-2 ball game.
Nice play.
Here's a foul ball that just, I don't even know what you would call that. Kind of just a spinner there, and it was caught by Retner over at first base for out number 2.
It was tailing a lot on a line drive, but it was going away from first base. So it was a tough play because, it's not an easy catch.
Aubrey Duncan at the plate now for Centennial. Here's the fastball high. Ball 1.
So they got 2 outs. The Cape Girls are up 4-2 in the top of the 4th inning. They're threatening Centennial. Centennial's threatening with 2 runners on base.
And 2 outs. Katrina Ortega. Fastball away. 2-0 count. Nice new video board. Got the sponsors going. And like the baseball field, there's 2 scoreboards. Wind up. Pitch. This one got away from her again. Breaking pitch that just hung way up. 3-0 count. 4-2 ball game. Centennial 6 hits to the Cave Girls 4. Fastball over the plate. Catches the outside corner. 3-1 count. 2 outs.
Put it there, babe. She's swinging.
Ortega looking to get this out. Here's a ground ball. It's going to get through between third base and shortstop. Left fielder is going to throw this one home. It's not going to be in time. Another run comes through. And another base hit, the 5th base hit of the inning for Centennial.
Let's go with that. You guys need to talk.
Number 10, Katie Howard.
Katie Howard, the designated player now at the plate. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Here's a fastball. This one's fouled back. Centennial has gotten down some good timing lately because they've had quite a few hits in this inning. So Cave Girls still trying to hang on to that lead, a 1-run lead now, 4-3. But this is the best part about softball, the rallies, the excitement, the score swings.
Oh yeah, that's
all
right.
of the above.
Well, it goes 4-0, and you're thinking that's not a really a big lead, because if a rally gets going like this one's going, it's 4-3 in a hurry.
Absolutely. And it is not uncommon in softball. And it is not uncommon in March, baby. March Madness on ABC. Oh, sure. Commercial for you. But yeah, I saw some good games today. Close one. I don't know if you saw Kentucky.
Oh yeah, going to overtime.
Go down to the wire.
Santa
exactly.
Clara.
Here's a changeup. This one's hit between first base and second base, and it is fielded and thrown for out number 3. Reyes makes the play on that one for out number 3, and a much needed out number 3 for the Cave Girls. That gets them out of quite a jam. And they're going to hold on to that lead. All right, guys, after they're going into the bottom of the fourth inning, the Cave Girls up by 1, 4-3. We're going to be right back. All right, yeah, there were some good games today. I think yesterday was a little more exciting, but there's still plenty to be played right now.
Did you see my 2 long shots?
Who are your long shots?
VCU and High Point.
They both won? Oh, I know High Point won.
Well, you know VCU did too.
I
They
didn't
beat North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
The North Carolina.
Well, I had High Point as one of my picks, and then I had South Florida. Everyone was raving about South Florida. They didn't even show up.
And then you changed it, or you still have High Point?
No, I had High Point for one of my picks.
Right. Oh, okay. Who else? There was some other good games. You know who looked good? Iowa State. They scored like 104 or something. Of course,
wow.
You know how that goes. They can score 104 and win by 40, and then the next game they're in a dogfight.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So,
no, one game means just about nothing but survival in
all
this
it is
tournament.
Each game is just to get your name to the next round of the bracket. First batter, Marty Reyes.
Marty Reyes. Hard hit line drive. I don't even know that the pitcher knew that she caught it.
No, I just think
that
she
was
looked down and it was in her glove.
That might have been that was maybe the hardest hit ball of the day.
Well, that was hit as hard as that
Holy
home run
smokes.
and that foul ball a while ago. But yeah.
My goodness.
I think the momentum of the hit just swung her around. You know what I mean? It wasn't even like she tried to turn.
Wow.
The glove just went. Yeah, she was lucky.
So Jada Lopez made a play on that ball. I mean, nothing but instincts there. So 1 out here, but Reyes crushed. Emery Bland now. She had a double in the second inning. Watches this pitch go by. Makes it a 1-1 count. 1 out. 4-3. Cave Girls lead. Nobody on with 1 out. But Reyes did just about everything she could to get on base, and it just did not work out with that line drive back at the pitcher. And that's something that I'd imagine right now, even to this point, the pitcher's heart's still racing a bit.
Sure. Yeah,
that's
for sure.
Pretty scary. So there's a ball for ball 3. 3-1 count, 1 out. Bland. On deck is Kendra Ortega. This one, a pop fly. It's going to be caught over at a soft pop fly over to shortstop for out number 2. So Cave Girls trying to get their feet back under them offensively in this inning, and it is something that they're going to look to Ortega to start with 2 outs. Catcher Ortega has had a great showing defensively so far, and a single in the second inning. Here's a pop fly. It's going to be first base, and it is caught for out number 3 on 1 pitch. So after 4 complete innings, the Cave Girls keep the lead 4-3. We'll be right back. And I want to get an update from the Caveman field, Ruben.
You want me to walk over there and check?
No, I think
I can
in between
text
games.
Larry.
In between games, we can.
Let me text Larry.
So we appreciate you guys. For those of you watching on video, we appreciate you guys being active in the Facebook community or Instagram or anything that is kind of out there with All Sports Best. It really does mean a lot to just be able to have a community to chat with and just talk sports with. I think that's one of the things we were really looking forward to having. And I think we've had some cool stuff go down. We had a vote between 2 custom gloves that were made. They were actually made for the trainers, and they got to customize them themselves. And we had a vote go down, and I want to get an interview with the winning gloves owner, hear how he feels about it. But 2 really cool looking gloves too.
So the Cave Cavemen are up 4-1, but I'm not sure who they're playing.
So yesterday, got a chance to cover the Cavemen taking on Oregon Mountain. And we got to see the Wade Cozart show. He had a great showing on the mound. 2 hits allowed, no runs, a complete game shutout for Wade Cozart. And he looked good, Ruben. He had some good velo behind every pitch and behind that fastball. And he looks like he's going to be a huge impact player for years to come because he is a sophomore.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's nice to know that we have this whole season and 2 more left with him.
Absolutely.
Up first for the Lady Hawks.
All right, so now up for the Lady Hawks, it's going to be the top of the order, Jade Morelos, to start off the top of the 5th inning. She's 0 for 2 thus far with a strikeout. Ortega gets her sign. The fastball skips off the turf for ball 1. And the Cave Girls using a code system. Coach will relay the code over to Kendra, and she'll put down the numbers for Katrina. Here's a fastball. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. And then she'll relay that code over to Katrina, and she'll check her wristband to see what that call is. Here's a fastball. This one grounded over to the pitcher, and it just tips off of her glove and throws a shortstop off route, and it's going to get through for an error.
Yeah, that's one of those tough plays where she lets it go. The shortstop's right behind her, and she probably makes the play. But
it's impossible to know.
Yeah, it's athleticism. You're trying to make the play yourself, and just barely nicked her glove. Throw her off.
So here's a bunt laid down, and a little bit of a mix-up there for the Cave Girls. It's going to be a infield base hit.
Go get that, Katrina!
Brings up number 2, Jada Lopez.
So right there, a base hit, an infield single for Valentina Sanchez on a bunt up the line.
That's one of those PFP things.
PFPs. Jada Lopez at the plate. She's 1 for 2 thus far, but she's hit 2 solid shots. She's going to try and put a bunt down, and she's going to send this one foul. She had the line out to center field. That resulted in a double play in the 1st inning, and then she has a single in the 4th inning. So 1 for 2 so far.
Okay, so as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch the ball a little up on somebody bunting so you can try to get a pop-up, or you're just trying to get
for me, here's a ground ball over to shortstop. This one's going to get under the glove. It's going to be an E6. It's going to try and throw it home, and that's going to give the runners an extra base as well. So another miscommunication there for the Cave Girls, just a bit of a mental error there, but unfortunately for the Cave Girls, that's going to score a run and put runners at 2nd and 3rd.
So Kendra's going to go out there and talk to her sister and kind of settle her down and say, hey, you know what, just keep pitching and let's let our defense work.
And Ruben, right there, I mean, really it comes down to that's a single because it really got under the glove, but it was kind of an outreached glove. I'd put it as a single. What would you put it as?
I would have put it as an E6 only because I feel like she was in range enough to catch it. It wasn't hit that hard, and she could have made the out at first. Now, if she has to go all the way to first with it, then you probably can't make that play because it wasn't hit hard enough. But if she's getting the force at third, I think she makes the play.
Addie Mocha at the plate. She's 2 for 2. So a hot bat here for the Hawks. Here comes a pitch. A fastball inside for strike 1.
So what was the call?
Oh, wow. She moved in the box.
I don't know what that means. Moved in the box.
I think they're going to say this one was obstruction.
Oh, while she was trying to get the throw to third.
So
that
coach is going to be hot about this one. We're going to see what they say here.
Now, if her natural swing puts her in a certain place, that's one thing. But if he felt like she moved to kind of obstruct the catcher, then that's a good call.
I wonder if the people back home watching on Facebook or YouTube Live could rewind it a bit and see if they can see if she moved back in the box. I know we've got a limited view here for
we don't
for
have
our
video
viewers.
replay on the big
Oh
board.
wow! So right there, it is going to be obstruction. So I don't even know how to score this obstruction.
Just put an O, I guess, and we'll.
So out number one comes from a little bit of help there, but it's 4-4 now in this ball game, folks. Here's a hard line drive in the left field. That's going to score 1 run, and here comes run number 2. She's going to get in safely. So that's going to be hard hit base hit for Madison Sanchez after the obstruction call, which is the lone out of this inning. They're able to score 2. So it really doesn't, didn't hold Centennial from skipping a beat, except for the fact that Mocha was 2 for 2. And so that kind of takes away that hot bat at least. Kayana Garcia now at the plate, the third baseman. She's 2 for 2 as well.
Yeah,
so runner at second base.
Good contact.
Fastball high, ball 1. Garcia has an opportunity here to give Centennial a 3-run lead. Right now with the 2-run lead, it's 6-4. Centennial leading here in the top of the 5th. Fastball high and inside, ball 2.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right, so a check swing there is going to go down for strike 1. So 1-1 count.
That's a little bit of a tough call from her being on this side,
Absolutely. So here comes the windup, the pitch. Just want to change up down. This is going to be fouled away for strike 2. A 1-2 count. So runner at second base, 2 outs. Garcia has had 2 base hits in this game so far. The pitch, fastball, fly ball into the right field bullpen. 1-2 count, 1 out.
Go, baby, need one. Go get her.
All right, so Ortega trying to get out of this one. Here comes the fastball. This one just misses outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. It is 6-4 for those of you just joining us. 6-4 Centennial leads. And they are still hitting here. They've got a 3-run inning in the 4th and a 3-run inning in the 5th. 2 rallies back to back. Here comes from Ortega. This one, a high fastball. It's fouled into the bullpen again. It's going to stay a 2-2 count.
Like we were saying yesterday, some of these balls get hit into asphalt and into all kinds of stuff, and they just throw it back on the field.
Scuffed up everywhere. 2-2 count. Fastball. Low and away for ball 3. Full count now. So a full count here. Big pressure situation on both sides. Ortega, change up. This one a ground ball to second base. He gets through. And that's going to be another base hit for Centennial. Just under the outstretched glove of Reyes. Brooke Malam now at the plate. She's 0 for 2 so far. Ortega would love a double play here to get back in there and try and score some runs. Here's a pitch. This one's fouled back.
Centennial 7, Cave Girls 4 in the top of the 5th with 1 out.
Ortega with the pitch. Here it is. Hard hit into center field. It is caught by Cook. Hard line drive. Good video board action.
Yeah.
Credit
Good
to
job.
Isaiah Galindo up there working the video board tonight. So a hard line drive into center field for out number 2. Still some life here in this inning for Centennial. A runner at first base, Aubrey Duncan at the plate. She's 1 for 2. Here's a fastball high and in the zone for strike 1.
Henry, be ready.
Cave Girls down by 3 runs. Trying to put a stop to the bleed here. Here's a fastball. This one gets into the zone. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. An 0-2 count.
Go ahead, Cat.
Pitcher's count here. She's got to be careful. Centennial is feeling confident in the box right now. The windup, the pitch, fastball high and away. Kind of a waste pitch there. Try and bait them to swing at it. Would imagine she's not going in with anything too fat here in the zone. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Fastball. Try to get that outside corner.
Just missed.
Duncan, number 18, a left-handed batter in the box. Trying to keep this rally going for Centennial. She hits this one high into left field. It is going to be caught for out number 3. Cave Girls with a bit of a sigh of relief, but just for a second because they've got some work to do. Got some work ahead of them for sure. Down by 3. We'll be right back. Okay, so we did get a comment about the obstruction call. It said she moved into the way of the throw. So yeah, that'll do it. And luckily for the Cave Girls, I mean, this inning could still be going. We don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough call for Centennial, but I mean, they had no problem getting base hits because they're hitting the ball hard and finding the holes. So they're doing good. Like I said, we held them down for the first 3 innings, 3 zeros, and then the 3 runs in the 4th and 4 runs in the 5th.
So Centennial's going to try and come in here and shut down the Cave Girls, try and pick up the first game of the series, but I don't think the Cave Girls intend to go down so easily. Cave Girls are going to start off the inning with the top of the lineup, Brooklyn Cook, to get things rocking. She has a single in this game. She is
Gave her up 4-1 at the top of the 6th.
And I might have written that down wrong. Let me see.
I don't think.
No, she's 0 for 2 so far. So if she can get on base with Daisha Nieto on deck, could be a nice start to a good rally here for the Cave Girls. Here's a changeup. Catches the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, we got to get something going, string some hits together for sure, get back in this ball game.
Here's a pitch. This one out of the zone for ball 1. 1-1 count here. Again, if you're just joining us, 7-4 Centennial. And it was a 4-0 lead. Here's a hard hit ball over to first base, and it is going to be caught for out number 1.
Going to bring up number 10, Daisha Nieto.
Daisha Nieto.
What is she, 1 for 2?
She is 1 for 1 with a walk.
Okay.
Here comes the pitch. This one fastball high and out of the zone for ball 1. She had worked a 1-2 count in her last at bat to a walk for a couple of foul balls. She worked hard for it. Good at bat. Here's a pop fly into foul territory. This one is going to be out of reach and out of play. So 1-1 count, 1 out. Nieto showed big pop in the first inning. The first run of the game was a home run to left field. Here's a fastball, gets under the bat on the swing. 1-2 count.
I'm glad we're not the only ones.
All right, so
Going out.
next pitch comes in high and away. So you see the big swing, and one of the things that a big swing can do for you is it's going to be a lasting image in this team's memory. You know, they think about, okay, that first at bat, she hit a bomb. So you've also got to be careful. You can't give her anything too good. And here's a changeup real high, and she just grounds this one straight back to the pitcher. So out number 2 there, Ruben.
Yeah, she got fooled on that one and just put her bat out there and just kind of dinked it to the pitcher. So that's the only thing that's tough on that off-speed pitch. Sometimes you can see it coming in and you can wait, and I feel like that's what Centennial has done well. They've gotten, 5 or 6 base hits off of the changeup, and that one was out of the zone, though.
So here's a first pitch outside for ball 1. Katrina Ortega at the plate. She's 0 for 2 so far. Looking for that first hit. This one, a hard hit line drive into right center field. This one's going to be extra bags. So that's going to get her over to second base for a double.
Help her own cause a little bit. Maybe we can get a run out of this one. So it looks like they're going to probably get a runner to go run for Katrina. That's what sounded like the coach is telling the umpire.
So what a difference in the lighting system this year. I think it was something that they installed, I think at the beginning of the school year, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know if you remember. Well, you definitely remember turning on lights at the baseball or the softball field, and they would take time to warm up. They got to stretch. They got to get the lights slowly warmed up, and these just turn on like a light switch. Here's Chester digging in. First pitch is outside for ball 1.
So you flip the switch, and as soon as you let go of the switch, it's on. They're already on.
I think you get in the vicinity of the switch and they're on. That's how fast those turned on.
It just has a sensor, huh, when you're thinking about it.
1-0 count with 2 outs. Chester.
Oh, that's a little bit inside.
Fastball for strike 1. 1-1 count. So 2 outs on the board. Here's a fastball in the top right corner of the zone for strike 2. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Runner at second base. This one hit hard, but foul. And that's the second rocket we've seen Chester hit foul.
Yeah.
So if she can straighten that out just a bit, that would have been a run. Wind up in the pitch. Change up. She holds back enough to foul it off.
See, and that's
good adjustment.
Or the coach thinking, hey, you know what? She pulled that one hard. If I throw that changeup, she's going to be way out in front. And she held her hands back just long enough to keep contact. So she stays alive. 1-2.
All right, here comes the pitch. Fastball high and out of the zone for ball 2. They want to check to see if she did go, and she did.
Well, what two
and
things.
I think that one was a lot closer on a
strike than the other one was.
No, but I mean on a swing than the other one was. Yeah.
I still felt like she held up, but I feel like she's in the wrong position to make that call as a.
I agree. It's something you can't really check down for that because of where she is.
At.
And I mean, in baseball, it's easier because you got guys down the line, or at least one person is on one side of the batter.
Yeah.
But right there, I think you can't get the help on that one. But regardless, that's going to be strike 3, and Cave Girls down to just 3 outs to come back here, but they've got to deal with a hot Centennial squad trying to add on some insurance runs. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the end of the 5th inning. We'll be right back, folks. Stick around. All right, so it is a beautiful day for some baseball and softball. Double action here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, baby. We've got a baseball tournament, the Caveman Classic going on at the Caveman Corral. They've got a double feature with the Caveman playing at 3, and then again, I believe, set for 5:30.
5:30, yeah.
And then the Cave Girls 4:30 and 6:30. So no 7 o'clock games, I guess, anymore at all across the board.
What is this one? 4:30 and 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
And usually they're 4:30 and even 6 because they're fast, but this one's taking a little longer.
1-0 count here after a low fastball from Ortega. Here comes change up there. This one low for ball 2. So Ortega falling behind early on quite a few counts in the later innings.
Katie Howard, the batter for Centennial.
Fastball high and outside for ball 3. So a 3-0 count. And Howard right now at this point 0 for 2.
Howard didn't even look at the coach at third, so I think it's maybe an automatic thing because a lot of times it's an automatic thing.
Well, maybe so.
We'll see right here.
Fastball down under the zone for ball 4.
Katrina didn't like that call, and she kind of expressed herself a little bit, showing
Brings up number 6, Jade
the
Morrow.
umpire like, hey, you know, that looked like a pretty good pitch. That's going to bring up number 6.
Yeah, number 6 now, the top of the lineup, Jade Morelos. Right now, 0 for 3. So Ortega trying to keep that streak going at least. Try and get a double play here.
So the coach is doing a number system for the defense too. I mean, the offense as well. So this might be a hit and run because I can just sense it.
And there's a bunt attempt. She whiffs on it for strike 2. So an 0-2 count.
Button for a single right there, right?
On the
Definitely.
know where you guys are going on the bunt.
So the Hawks just trying to pick up another insurance run this inning. It looks like just trying to move the runner over. You got to play it like just trying to scrape together runs, but the Hawks have been pretty hot. So whichever way you play it, they're kind of obviously in the driver's seat right now. 7-4, the Hawks lead the Cave Girls here in the top of the 6th inning with no outs and a runner on first base. 0-2 count here for Ortega, and Ortega's going to step off again. She's not getting signs. A little bit of confusion here. But the funnest thing about seeing sisters communicate is that they just have there's no fear in just saying, hey, chill out. Here's a line drive. Nice play there. At shortstop. I believe that's Serenity Medrano at shortstop now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It is.
So Medrano made a nice play over his short. She can do anything, Ruben. She's a goalkeeper. She's probably the best player on the basketball team this year, and now she's playing shortstop for the Cave Girls.
Yeah. 5th inning substitution, and yeah, she made a nice play on that one and almost thought she was going to toss it to the second baseman, but before she knew it, she was on the bag for the first out of the inning. So we got runner at first with 1 out. Centennial is up 7-4 in the top of the 6th inning.
Valentina Sanchez at the plate. Jade Morelos over at first base. Reached base on a fielder's choice. There is ball high. 1-1 count, 1 out.
Yeah, Serenity, I believe last year was the JV catcher. So I thought maybe she was the backup catcher, but I think she's a utility player is what it looks like to me now. Just trying to get on the field.
Here's a fastball high. She was going to look to put a bunt down there, but pulls back in time. It's going to be a 2-1 count. Centennial Hawks rocking the red uniforms with black pinstripes. Cave Girls, black uniforms, blue pinstripes. So basically the complete opposites of each other in a way. Here's a fastball for strike 2. 2-2 count, 1 out.
I know we don't talk about it that much, but in softball, it's way different than baseball. Baseball, you're on a pitch count or inning count, but in softball, you can pitch 2 or 3 games in a row.
That is wild to me. Are you sure there's no restrictions on games?
I believe it's because it's a natural motion that that you don't have. You're not going to hurt your arm the same as you are throwing it overhand.
That is wild. Well, I've asked girls before, and I'm like, how do you feel after you pitch a complete game? And they're like, you're pretty sore. And I wonder, like, if it's different for everybody, obviously. But here's a fastball high, swing and a miss for strike 3 for out number 2.
Well, I feel like when you play on these summer ball teams, travel ball teams, things like that, if you've got an ace, you sometimes ride them 4 games in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they just have to deal with it.
Sienna playing 4 players all the entire time.
Oh, really? They were like the Hoosiers.
Well,
my 4 players are on the 4.
Yes. Here's a fastball low out of the zone for ball 1. 1-0 count. But yeah, Sienna played against Duke, and all 5 of their starters played the entire game until the very end. One of them got pulled, I think, fouled out or something.
Yeah, she went.
So there is strike 1 there on a check swing. Jada Lopez, the opposing pitcher, trying to tack on a little extra run support. She's got 2 base hits for her squad today, 2 for 3, and doing a solid job, especially after the second inning in the pitcher circle.
Yeah.
So it is a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Wind up the pitch, fastball outside. So it's caught, thrown down to second base on the steal attempt. She's going to get in there safely. It's going to make it a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runner now on second base with Jada Lopez, who's been seeing the ball well today. She hit a line drive and then 2 base hits.
And Jada's batting stance is a little bit different with her hands separated by maybe an inch apart, which is a little bit unusual, but here's another nice base hit.
Here's a base hit into right field. This is going to score another run. So she does help her case out, especially after the stolen base. She had a runner in scoring position, and she took advantage of that one without question. Another single. So 3 straight singles for Jada Lopez. She's 3 for 4 on the day and trying to collect a win in the circle. Addie Mocha at the plate. She is, I don't know what to, I guess, put her down as. I think she's 2 for 2. She got called out for obstruction. I don't know if that's
I think
an
that's
out.
still, I think that's still an out.
Okay, so 2 for 3.
You can't do it like a walk.
Would you consider that an at-bat?
Yes, I think you have to, because it wasn't like she sack flied or moved runners over. You know what I mean?
Well, she kind of did move the runner over because she obstructed the. No, she didn't. Okay, 1-1 count here. Back. Ortega trying to get the 3rd out. It is now 8-4 here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a breaking pitch that came out of the hand a little bit awkward, and it's going to make it ball 2. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Mocha has been seeing the ball well today. Here's a fastball low. 3-1 count. Cave Girl Field, all blue turf on the infield. green grass in the outfield, green turf in the outfield with a big Carlsbad C in the center field.
Really big, huh?
Very big. Here's a hard hit ball over to first base. It's caught on a line for out number 3. And so the Cave Girls get out of that one, but not before allowing a run to Centennial. They'll head into the bottom of the 7th inning, down by 4 runs. We'll be right back here, folks, in just a moment. All right, so Ruben, right now, I mean, the Cave Girls just have to take it one at bat at a time. Really, all you can do. You can't look for, we need that 4 spot on the board. You got to look at, we need a runner on first, or just a runner on base, and then go from there.
Yep,
that's the only mindset you can really take. And I mean, I don't know. We've got some pop in the lineup for sure. Some girls that have hit the ball hard. We've seen it happen a few times. Brooklyn Cook hit a pretty hard hit ball today. Dacia Nieto had a bomb and a walk. That one got out in a hurry. Katrina Ortega's got a double today, 1 for 3. Michaela Chester has hit some absolute foul ball rockets as well, so she's been seeing it. And then Madi Reyes, probably one of the hardest hit balls we've seen today, straight back at the pitcher. But now up to bat, Allie Madrid, the left fielder. Here's a ground ball over to shortstop, bobbled. Can she beat it out? She does. So good hustle there by Allie Madrid, and that could start something for the Cave Girls. That's what they're hoping for.
Well, that's all you can do is just put the ball in play, hit it hard, and hope that you can make something happen. And on that one, shortstop kind of bobbled it, and by the time she made the throw, Madrid just beat it out.
Anya Retner at the plate. Here's fastball inside for strike 1. 0-1 count.
So we're going to have to do the same thing that Centennial did, just string together base hits and maybe try to get something going.
Well, and Centennial has had a 4-run inning. That happened in the 5th, so why not us?
Yeah.
That's the mentality you'd imagine they'd have here. Anya Retner at the plate, a 1-1 count. This one popped over to third base. This should be an easy catch for Centennial, and it is. So runner at first, Madi Reyes. She hit that liner straight back up the middle in the 4th inning. Just to wind up the pitch, this one low and out of the zone. Cave Girls had a pretty hot start. They scored 3 runs, or 1 run in the first, 3 runs in the 2nd inning, and have not scored since. 3 scoreless frames. So 8-4 here. A ball out of the zone makes it a 2-0 count. Hitters count here for Reyes. The windup, the pitch. This one, a pop fly. Might be some trouble in the sun, and
Madrid was not paying attention. She thought it was 2 outs, so she just took off. The catcher caught it easily at second base and threw her out to get double play. So, yeah, that's a mental error for sure for the Cave Girls.
And that's going to be the ball game there. So 8-4 Centennial. Hold on, I'm wrong. That was at the end of that was the end of the 6th inning.
Yeah.
They've still got another inning to go. I am ahead of myself here. So Cave Girl is going to try and put a 0 up on the board against the hot bats of Centennial, who have scored in the last 3 innings. Cave Girls scored in the first 2 innings, and Centennial threw the next 3 punches with 3 runs, 4 runs, then 1 run. 8-4 now.
She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both do we can, girl. Get out it. She told me to never
All right, so Ortega here trying to throw with some heat here in her warm-ups. We know she's got it. Right now, the impressive number so far of the day has been in the hits column for Centennial. 11 hits for Centennial in this game. And that has produced a total of 8 runs. Cave Girls have been efficient, though. They've got 4 runs on 5 hits, but looking to try and double that in the next inning of work. The toughest part about today's game, 3 errors for both teams.
Yeah, that is a lot for these teams. They're going to have to clean that up a little bit, but mainly we got to clean it up on offense by hitting the ball.
Fastball catches outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count here. Up at the plate, Madison Sanchez, a shortstop for Centennial. Ortega checks her signs. The pitch. High fastball, ball 1. 1-1 count. A little bit of chance coming from the Centennial dugout trying to get that rally back up and running here. There's a fastball fouled straight back. That's going to get into the parking lot. Eight to 4, Centennial leads here in the top of the 7th. Here's a fastball, just gets under the zone for ball 2. 2-2 count. Here comes a pitch. This one hard hit into right center field. That's going to be a base hit for Centennial.
So they just keep stringing them together. What do you think they have? 12 hits?
They do have 12 hits.
Oh, dang. That was pretty lucky. I wasn't even looking up there.
You didn't hear me say 11 hits was the number today? Okay. All right, here's a pop fly over to first base. There's going to be some trouble here. Gets right there behind the bag. And that's going to be trouble. It's going to be down for a base hit. So now that number is 13.
Brings up number 8.
So now up to the plate, Brooke Malam. She's 0 for 3 so far. There is a double play in order for the Cave Girls, trying to collect some outs right now. Just looking to scrape some together. All right, there's a fastball for strike 1. 1-1 count. 13 hits on the board for Centennial, 5 for the Cave Girls. It's 8 to 4 here in this one, in the first game of the doubleheader. All right, this one is going to be a soft pop fly to second base. Reyes ranges to her left to make the play for out number 1.
Brings up number 18, Aubrey Duncan.
So Aubrey Duncan, the catcher, now up to bat. She's 1 for 3 so far. Trina, the fastball low and away. Ball 1. All right, so Ortega here, fastball high. Duncan just watches this one go by. It's a 2-0 count.
Yeah, I don't know how this works.
So Duncan, one of, I believe, 8 players for Centennial. And this one's going to be a pass ball, going to advance both of the runners to second and third. With 1 out, and now it's going to sting.
You're just going to have to concentrate on this batter. Try to sit her down. 3-0 count. Going to have to put it somewhere in the zone.
Here comes the pitch. This one skips off the ground, and it's going to load the bases up for Katie Howard, the designated player. She is one of only 2 players today that has, or one of only 3 players for Centennial that does not have a base hit in this game so far. She is 0 for 2 with a walk. This fastball is going to get behind Ortega, and she's going to run back. She gets it in time. No attempt there to take the bag there for, or take home plate for Sanchez, but maybe a good time for a coaches conference there at the pitcher circle.
Yeah.
1-0 count. Change up. This one's high for ball 2. 2-0 count.
Did you bring the counter today, the clicker?
I did not bring the clicker.
You're going to have to get that. I would say she's probably on a, I don't know, 80 pitches or so, maybe more.
Here's a pitch. This one's low for ball 3. So Cave Girls in danger here of allowing a run on a walk. Ortega's going to have to look to put this one somewhere close, and that puts it in the danger zone here. Probably taking all the way, and she does, is Howard. So it's a 3-1 count.
Bet a lot of times with 3-0, they're thinking, man, we know that thing's coming right down the middle. I want a good solid hit on it, but she's going to have to bring it one more time.
All right, so here comes the windup. Big pitch here. This one going to be low for ball 4, so it's going to walk in another run.
I think the only good thing for the umpire is that he's in the shade now. He was in the sun for a while. Now it's a little bit cooler. Probably dropped, what, 10 degrees at least?
At least. Turf starting to stop sizzling or slowing down the sizzle. So first pitch here is going to be a strike. Scoreboard put it as a ball, but it is strike 1. 0-1 count. Up to bat is Morelos, the leadoff batter. Fastball high for ball 2, or I'm sorry, ball 1. It should be 1-1 count.
Well, they gave the signal, but they have 2-0 on the board, so they'll figure it out.
Morelos does not have a hit here today. Here's a pitch. This one over the plate for strike 2. So it is a 1-2 count here. I wonder if the players are aware of that. Okay, they've got 2-2 on the board now. This one, a swing and a miss for strike 3.
So the Centennial Hawks, Lady Hawks, are up 9-4.
Strike 3 for number 2.
Yeah, they didn't even put the second out. That
She
girl-
didn't even know.
Yeah, she didn't even know. No, the coach is even asking, was that strike 3?
Valentina Sanchez now up to bat. She's had a good day at the plate. 2 for 3 with a walk. The windup from Ortega, fastball, this one low.
Ooh, that looked like a pretty good pitch right there. At the knees.
Kendra not happy about that one.
What's the average strike zone? Knees to the letters?
I think right above the knees to the letters. Yeah, that's kind of where mine is in my head.
Above the knees.
Fastball
So
high and just, yeah, right above, like, yeah, I don't know.
you don't count the knees then.
The
Okay.
Perdomo pitch was a strike, okay?
Okay.
2-0 count.
Without the box,
No,
I would
it was
not
not.
argue with you.
I don't have it as a strike, but 2-0 count, 2 outs. The pitch. This one grounded over to shortstop. Medrano's going to go ahead and shuttle past this one over to third base for out number 3. Good play there. So 6-5, out number 3, and Centennial able to plate another run. So makes it tough on the Cave Girls here going into the bottom of the 7th. 9-4. Cave Girls down by 5. They've got a ways to go with just 3 outs left in the tank. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in and supporting the Cave Girls. Yesterday, the Cavemen got a win against Oregon Mountain 3-0. I don't know if we have the update on game 1. I think they were winning.
It was 4-1 in the 6th.
Okay.
So I don't know what the final is, and then they're going to have another game right after, right? So they'll probably start a little late. Probably start here pretty soon.
All right, so
you got to come and check out a Cave Girl game to see the graphics that Trey Gonzalez and his staff put on in the high school. It's pretty sweet up there. Welcome to our turf.
A student that was selected by the Booster Club for softball to do it, and really cool gig for him. He's going to get a chance to kind of show off his skills, and he's done a lot of the loading and stuff like that for this board. So senior Isaiah Galindo really killing it, and something to be proud of for sure here at Carlsbad High School. Here's a first pitch, change up to Medrano, who is taking the place of Emery Bland at shortstop. Here's a second pitch. This one, good swing on the pitch, a foul straight back. It's going to make it strike 2. So Medrano is a freshman. I forget that. That is.
Yeah. I feel like she's been on the basketball team for 3 or 4 years.
It feels that way. Here comes the pitch. Change up. Pretty good pitch. Makes you really want to swing at it, but it was out of the zone. So Medrano held back, did a good job of it. A 1-2 count. So right here, Lopez trying to get her signs. Looks like she's getting crossed up a bit.
So what's the coach complaining about the call?
I don't know, but he got really close to the umpire. Yeah. I think they were touching chests for a second.
Yeah.
1-2 count. Just a kind of a different approach there.
Yeah. He came in. Yeah. Almost up against him.
Yeah. Almost romantic.
Okay. Settle down.
1-2 count. 9-4 Centennial leads. Medrano going to try and start something. Here's a foul ball out into the parking lot. Nine to 4 Centennial leads. Here comes the pitch. Nice job by Medrano to foul this one off. Another really good changeup. I was fooled from here. Medrano was not.
Yeah, she kept her hands back and threw her hands out there, but it kind of went almost like a knuckleball, huh? The foul ball. It kind of just carried out there.
It did. It felt like it was floating. 1-2 count. The pitch. Fastball high and out of the zone for ball 2. Medrano putting together one heck of an at-bat.
Oh, yeah.
She's just a fun athlete to watch.
Yeah, she just looks like she's having a lot of fun out there. And, yeah, it's fun to know we're going to have her 4 more years or 3 more after this one.
Here's a fastball over the plate for strike 3. Medrano watched that one. Now up to bat, Kendra Ortega.
Ranked up number 14, Kendra Ortega.
So 1 out, nobody on. Ortega at the plate. She hits this one hard for a base hit. between third base and shortstop. So
That's
she's
her
going to put a
second.
runner up on the base pass there. That is her second hit. So she's 2 for 3. She has looked good today in the batter's box.
So we have a new batter.
We do. So in for Brooklyn Cook here is number 16, Amaris Martinez Jr. So Martinez looking to try and help out the squad here late in a pinch hitting role. So runner at first base, 1 out. Lopez with the pitch. This one a changeup way high. So 1-1 count. Great day to be at the ballpark if you aren't here for this game because you're listening to this. That would make sense. Come on by for game 2. It starts right after this. I'd imagine there'll be about a 20-minute buffer in between games. And then it's going to be go time for game 2. Here's a pop fly into second base. It's going to be caught. That one was shallow right field. Second baseman went back for it to make the play. So it's going to be a fly out. F4. It's going to bring up Dacian Nieto. One of the more dangerous bats in this lineup as we saw in the first inning. Here's a fastball inside, but called for strike 1. So Nieto right now 1 for 2 with a walk. This one fouled off. 0-2 count. Cavegirls down to their final out here. 9-4 Centennial leads in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cavegirls held the lead up until the 5th inning. And there's a pitch Centennial believed was a strike. It looked pretty good.
It was a pretty good pitch, but they're acting like it's a 1-run ball game and it's, you know what I mean?
You never
like
know.
A game changer, but
could be a rally starter.
It was a little bit outside.
1-2 count. Lopez with the windup, the pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's going to do it, folks. That's ball game number 1. 9-4. Centennial wins this one. We will be back for game 2. Stick around. All right, Caden, we're going to take 10, take 15, actually.
Alrighty.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I'll just play rock music.